Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brandy. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about all of the authors that I was introduced to in 2023 that I want to continue to read for the rest of my reading journey, okay? I was introduced to a lot of new authors thanks to the bookish community. I read some amazing books last year, so I composed a list of all of these authors that I just loved, and I'm just going to continue to read books from them, like hands down. Now, I'm always open to new authors. This is a small list compared to how many authors is out in the world, but these are just some of the authors that are memorable for me, especially for my 2024 reading year. And so I wanted to come and talk to y'all about them. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm giving you guys the author and I'm giving you guys the book that I read by the author, so y'all can kind of understand why I love the author enough to continue to read their work. So, Taylor Jenkins Reid. As y'all already know, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was my 5-star read book, the very first 5-star read book of 2024. That was my first read of 2024, and I ate that book up, okay? I ate it up, and I love Taylor Jenkins Reid writing. I also read another book called After I Do by her, and I was like, you know what? She's all right with me. I'm gonna continue to read books by her because she just writes very well. And I was just like, the way she snatched me up with Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I'm just interested in knowing what else she can do. So yes, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Natasha Bishop, Only for the Week. That was a 5-star read for me as well. Natasha Bishop, romance. She wrote Rome to the T. That book had family drama. It had spice. It had the perfect male main character. And I was just like, you know what? If she could put family drama, spice, and the perfect male main character in the same book, I need to see what else she writing about. I just got to see what else she writing about. I hadn't read anything else by Natasha Bishop so far because last year was just one of those years where I was just reading some of everything. But going forward, I'm reading more of her work. Akweke Imensi. Am I saying their name right? I'm not gonna repeat it. We just gonna say, yeah, I'm saying it right. You Made a Full Death with Your Beauty. Yeah, I know I talk about that book as much as I get the opportunity to. That was a 5-star read for me. A messy book. And you know what? I think I really just like books with mess in it. With mess, family drama. I eat those books up. Anything with some family drama in it, give it to me, because I'm gonna eat it up every single time. That book was good. It was very good. I know a lot of people went into that book thinking it was gonna be like a romance novel, but no, it has some in it, but it was just a messy novel, and I ate it up. It was so good. I also read Lil Rod. Now, Lil Rod, that book was different, but what I learned about Akweke and their work is that they dibble and dabble into everything. They do not shy away from a genre. They dibble and dabble into everything. Like, they have YA novels, thrillers, romance. Like, they dibble and dabble into everything, and I think that's what intrigued me the most about them in their writing. Because if you can write mess, romance, thriller, a little YA, circle the block, can write some contemporary fiction, you can pretty much do it all. And if I had to pick like an author that could just do it all, I'm gonna pick Akweke. Like, give me their books, I'm gonna read them. Now, this author, I don't know. I'm giving this author another chance this year. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this author has pissed me off, and you already know who it is. It's Frida McFadden. The 3rd installment to the Housemaid series made me so mad that I had to pause. But I know Frida is that girl That's Big Frida, okay? I know she is that girl, and she is so good with the popcorn thrillers. If you just need a quick, I don't really want to pay attention, but I want something entertaining to read, let's do a Frida McFadden book. You know, I'm gonna give her another chance this year. I still have 2 of her books on my shelf. I'm gonna give her another chance. Those 2 books are going to determine if I'm going to continue to give her another chance. I'm not going to buy any more of her books until I read the 2 that's on my shelf. So I am going to give her, I'm going to continue to read her in 2025. Lauren Lacey, that Black Summer Island series, the 3 novellas, Black billionaire romance. Everybody got good jobs and money. They all Black and they rich. Yeah, give me some more. She also came out with another book. I can't forget the name, but I'll post a picture here. I received an ARC for it. Whatever she puts down, I'm reading. She has become one of my favorite authors in 2024. Actually going to the Black Romance Tour this year. Cannot wait. I'm taking all of my books by her to be signed. Yes. So she's one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to continue to read books by her this year. Period. Layla Motley. Now, I only read The Night Crawling by her, and it was just so good. I actually want to reread that book. It was good. It's one of those books that it could be triggering, right? It could be triggering. It's one of those books that can make you cry and put you in your feelings. But that was her debut novel, if I'm not mistaken. And it was that darn good. It was so good. So I'm like, I'm just interested in seeing what else she has. I think she writes poetry. I don't really read poetry. I'm not going to say I'm not into it. I can read it passively. But I am going to do some research just to see what else she has. And I'm interested in reading more of her work. Now, I don't want to mess her name up. Annette Chavez Marcias. She wrote Big Chicas Don't Cry. That book was good. Family drama mess. I had ran out of storage, so I had to clear out some storage. But yes, that book was very good. Family drama mess, 4 point of views. And like I said, I love family drama. So I downloaded another book by this author that I plan to read at some point. I don't know when. I can't make any promises with books anymore. I'm just not doing it. So yes, gonna continue to read books by Annette. Now, this author here is kind of subjective. I don't really know. But Hannah Grace. Hannah Grace wrote the Maple Hill series. Y'all know I love the Maple Hill series. I love book number 3, which had Henry, the main character. I like her writing style. Romance, you know, I love romance. I like her writing style. I didn't really have any issue with her writing style. She writes the perfect amount of spice. If you want some spicy books, then she's a good author to read for spice. I don't know. I'm not going to be running to get her books, but I'm not opposed to continue to read some of her books. The author of Ace of Spades. I don't know how to pronounce their name, so I'm not. I have While Sleeping Girls Lie on my library shelf, my bookshelf, and I plan to continue to read more by that author. I really enjoy Ace of Spades. I feel like I'm going to enjoy Where Sleeping Girls Lie when I finally read it. So yeah, anytime that author drops something, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Tia Williams, you already know. I don't really need to explain. I talk about her books all the time. Auto by author, she made the list of one of my favorite authors, my favorite new to me authors in 2024. So I'm definitely going to continue to read her books as they drop. Jessica Hastings, she writes the Magnolia Parks World. Now, I have not finished the Magnolia Parks World, so I have to finish that. So that means obviously I have to continue to read her books. If I end that world on a good note, then I'm going to continue to read her books. I love Magnolia Parks. Still need to get to Daisy. I know I've been talking about getting to Daisy for a while, but Jessica Hastings is all right with me. Kirsten Moglen, a thriller writer, amazing. She wrote The Arrangement. She's so sweet, so kind, so nice. She's very active over on Facebook. She just had like a 90-day trial for KU with her book, so everybody has been eating them up. She's really, really good. I still need to finish that series, but very good if you need a thriller author. Abby Jimenez, you already know how I feel about her. She writes the perfect male main characters in my opinion. Love her down. Brittany Cherry, I love the mixtape. I'm just so anxious and excited to see what else I could pick up by her. The mixtape was so good. It was a 5 stars. So yes, definitely gonna continue. That book made me want to continue to read more by her. Sadiqa Johnson, she was new, that I read in 2024. I read The Yellow Wife by her, and it was so amazing. So definitely interested in reading more books by her. I think she has one with the lady on the cover. I forget the name of it. The House of Eve, I think that's what it is. I want that to be my next read by her. So definitely continuing to read books by her. Chanel Desmar, she wrote Needy Little Things. Now, Needy Little Things does not release until February, but she is going to be that next good YA author. She just is. I ate that arc up last year, okay? I ate it up. I inboxed her like, sis, what else you got? I need it. What Raina be saying? Spare change. Spare change. She sent me a book, y'all. She sent me a copy of that book in the mail because I was in her inbox like, sis, what else we got? So I'm definitely going to continue to read her books. Wanda M. Morris, another thriller author. She wrote, what is it called? Anywhere You Run. It's like a historical fiction thriller type thing. Black author. If you love historical fiction and you love thrillers, put those two together and pick up one of her books. Very good. So I do plan to read more of her books. Octavia Grant. I seen Dear Vicky just circling around the bookish community, and I looked at that cover and I was like, y'all, that man looked crazy. And he was. He was very much crazy. Okay? He was. And I ate that little novella up. I ate up Dear Vicky, Work Husband, and Body Count. Loved all 3 of them. I am the one who had Octavia change her name on her Instagram to Octavia Unhinged Grant. Go inbox her and ask her. She shouted me out. Because that lady is unhinged. So whatever she puts down, if I want a quick little unhinged time, I'm picking her books up. I'm going to continue to read them. Kaylin Barron, she wrote the Poison Heart series. Y'all know me and Baby Girl read that. That's the book where Baby Girl thought she knew what was going on and was finna DNF it on me. And then she ended up loving it down and couldn't wait to read part 2. So she is an auto read author for us now. I love that for us because the goal last year was to incorporate buddy reading with my daughter, which we already did. And we kind of do like our own little book club where we read the book, go to the coffee shop, sit down, discuss the book. And so we read that series. We loved it. And then she was like, what other books she got? I want them. So she put some more of her books. I think Cinderella's Dead. She added that to her birthday wish list and we got it for her. So yes, we're definitely going to be reading more of her books this year, or whenever she drops some more or whatever. We're going to be reading her books for sure. A.R. Torrey. I think a lot of us was introduced to A.R. Torrey in 2024. The book that I read by her is The Good Lie. That was an easy 5-star read for me. Thriller author, easy 5 stars. She is the bomb. I introduced her to my mother-in-law and my auntie-in-law. Yeah, I went to my mother-in-law house. She didn't buy some more books by the author. Like, she been eating her books up. She is very good, okay? Very good. I highly recommend, if you hadn't picked anything up by that author, go pick some of her books up. I think The After Party is another popular one a lot of people has been reading. Yeah, I'm going to continue reading her books she's on my thriller list for sure. Daniel Black, Perfect Peace was amazing. I took my time with that one. I like his writing style. It's serious but funny. It's serious but funny. He knows who his audience is, and he writes, you can tell he writes for his audience, and I love that. So I'm very interested in reading more books. I actually plan to read more books by him really soon because I really just love his writing style. The last one that I have on my list is Naima Simone. She wrote Church Girl. I got an arc for that book. Loved that book down. Had a little Grumpy Sunshine male main character in there. And I don't know, y'all. It's something about me loving a little Grumpy Sunshine. It's something about a grumpy man that means well, but he mean. I love it. I love it so much. So that's 23 authors I could think of off the top of my head that I just jotted down that I was introduced to. Did I mention? I didn't mention S.A. Cosby. S.A. Cosby is on this list. I was introduced to S.A. Cosby. I specifically remember when I was introduced to him. My goal last year was to read more books by Black male authors. So I went over into one of those Facebook Black Girl Read book clubs. And I was like, hey, you guys, I'm looking to read more from Black male authors. Give me what you got for a pork chop. Okay? Give me what you got. Everybody was saying Razor Blade Tears, S.A. Cosby, Razor Blade Tears, S.A. Cosby. So I added all of his books to my birthday wish list, and I got all of his books for my birthday. And I've read all of his books and loved them down. So he's dropping some more stuff this year, and I'm going to eat it up because, yes, he's one of my auto-buy, auto-read authors. He made the list last year of favorite authors. I have 4 authors on that list. It was my favorite new to me authors, Tia Williams, S.A. Cosby, Lauren Lacey, and Abby Jimenez. Those were the 4 that were new to me. I almost added Kennedy Ryan, and I'm like, girl, you've been reading her books. What is you talking about? Like, you've been reading her books before last year. What are you saying? So yeah. But yeah, I just want to come and chat with you guys, give y'all that list. Let me know who was a new to you author last year and you're going to continue to read their books this year. Like, it could be an old author, but your first time reading their books was last year in 2024, and you've made the executive decision that whatever they put down, you're picking up. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.